An anxious day for farmers as more than 600 workers at Vancouver's 6 grain terminals go out on strike. More than half of all Canadian grain passes through those terminals, so there's a lot of money at stake and fears that consumers will feel the pain. Let's bring in CTV's Colton Praill. And Colton, first of all, what's led to the situation where workers at the grain terminals felt that they had no choice but to go on strike?
Sandy, this is a situation that's been brewing for months. At the heart of the issue is a dispute over wages, pensions, but crucially, earned time off. The union that represents the workers says their employer is threatening to pull lieu days and blaming the Vancouver Terminal Elevators Association for dragging its feet in negotiations. Meanwhile, the employer blames the union for the timing of this strike.
In our view, they've been doing that on purpose to bring it to a head in the fall, which is when we want to move the grain.
The two sides went through mediated negotiations in August, but they couldn't come to an agreement, Sandy.
Okay, so Colton, let's talk about the financial costs. If this carries on for days, who gets hurt?
Yeah, Sandy, as you mentioned, there's 6 ports here. They handle about 52% of Canadian grain exports. We're talking 100,000 metric tons a day, roughly $35 million every day. And ultimately, it's farmers who are going to be bearing the brunt of that pain. If they can't get their crops to market, and it's already been a challenge this year, that challenge is going to be even more difficult because it's a bumper crop. Yields this year are actually higher than expected.
This is devastating news again. It wasn't too long ago that we, had the rail strike, and it gets back to as farmers, and I think as Canada, we cannot take these continued disruptions in our supply chain. This just has to stop.
And Sandy, it's not just farmers feeling the brunt. If this strike lasts more than a week, experts say it's going to be consumers who start to see the impact on grocery store shelves as things empty out. Now, the Labour Minister did meet with both sides yesterday. Negotiations are set to resume under federal mediators tomorrow. Government officials, though, saying back-to-work legislation is a possibility, but right now they consider it a last resort.
All
Sandy?
right. Okay, Colton, thank you.